Okay, let's talk about one of my basses. We'll talk about this one here today. This one is a Fender AmDlx Precision bass. What makes it American Deluxe is, for one, it's an active bass, so it has a battery. All the most recent Fender Deluxe basses, American Deluxe basses, have the through body option for stringing it. And then what sets this one apart from the Fender American standard P bass is having a second pickup. This pickup is kind of a double J pickup, and over the years they've changed how they approach the American Deluxe basses. For a while it was a single J pickup, then a double J pickup, then back to the single J pickup. And I don't think Fender even makes the 5-string version of this bass anymore, so I was really glad to get this one. Picked it up used. It's a 2005 model. One of the things about the 2005 is it's got the 4+1 headstock. I personally, with a 5-string, I prefer either a 4+1 or a 3+2 instead of 5 in a line. The newer ones, I think, have a 5 in the line. The other thing I changed about this bass is the preamp. As I said, it's an active bass, came with a Fender preamp, and I replaced that with a Sadowsky preamp, which is why it's got different knobs. It's got the black knobs like a Sadowsky bass. The controls are volume, pickup, pan control, and this is the Sadowsky Vintage Tone Control, or VTC control. It's a push-pull. You pull it up, the bass is in passive tone, and you change the tone by turning the knob. When it's down, it's in active mode. You can still shape the color of the tone with this knob, but your bass and your treble are now active when you're changing your tone on the American Deluxe P bass here. So again, this one's a 5-string. It's a 34-inch scale, which a lot of folks think that, okay, 34-inch scale, B string can't be that good. I would say with this bass, the B string is pretty good. In fact, I've got 4 34-inch scale 5-string basses, and I gotta say the B string on all of them is pretty good. And I have had 35-inch scale basses before too, and I don't notice the difference with the basses that I have. This one's, pretty versatile. It's since I put the Sadowsky preamp in, I'll say it's the best Fender that I've ever owned. And I've owned Marcus Miller jazz basses, 2 or 3 of those. Had a regular active jazz bass, passive jazz bass, and I put together a kind of a Franken P bass that, it just didn't do it for me. But this one, especially since I put the Sadowsky in, it's really surprised me. The tone is really good, so let's play around with that for a second. So yeah, the finger tone I think is pretty good with this, and the slap tone is pretty good, and like I said, the B string is pretty good. So. So all in all, it's a pretty solid bass. Given the other instruments that I have, this one gets a surprisingly a lot of stage time. I've got other more boutique, more expensive basses, but this one really does kind of punch above its weight class. So I kind of like it. I've been playing it a lot. Next time we'll review probably one of the other boutique basses, maybe one of the AmDlx or maybe the Hanewinkel.